Welcome to the show. So let's get the popcorn popping, the sauce pouring, get your coffee made, hurry up and make love to your wife because it's the Lucha Libre news/rant show. That's right. Today I'm coming to you live on a Sunday instead of a Monday. I know I just blew your minds, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as you're here, it's all good. Let's just dive right into things today, shall we? So I don't have a big show today for you guys. It's going to be a quick little show, but let's just get right into it. So AAA has an event coming up that I'm actually rather looking forward to. We'll see La.parka teaming up with Psycho, Clown, and Maximo to take on Texano Jr., La Mascara, and Son of Phantasma. Now, this is actually going to be a pretty decent matchup. I mean, this is nothing new. Seeing these six guys teaming up with each other and going against each other, we've seen it time and time again. It's countless numbers of times. This is really the first time, however, we're going to see Texano Jr. without his tag team partner in a rather long time. This matchup is definitely going to be pretty decent. My pick for this one, I'm taking la.parka's team to pull out the win. I know I'm kind of iffy on that as well, but that's the team I'm picking, so just deal with it. Also on the docket we have Fabi versus Lady Shani and Hydra as well. This matchup is going to be pretty good. I mean, my odds-on favorite to pick this is Lady Shani, but I definitely think Fabi is going to actually most likely win this matchup. She is the current champion, so I don't see Shani winning this. Hydra, I don't see Hydra winning this as well. I mean, I'm going to say Lady Shani, but I'm shooting myself in the foot because it's probably going to be Fabi, but whatever. Also, we will see Nino will team up with a Son of the Viking and Lancelot to take on the team of Parka, Nigara, Joe Lider, and a surprise luchador. Now, I'm not going to pick a winner for this matchup because I heard a few different names thrown out as to who the surprise luchador is actually going to be. So I'm not going to pick a winner for that matchup, but we'll see if I'm right on this one. This event is to take place at 7 p.m. on the 30th. I do believe you could catch us live on Twitch as well, so definitely go check it out. Place your bets and let me know if I lost you anything or not. But also, let's move on to CMLL. Now, I was actually quite surprised by the CMLL in this event. CMLL, like I've been saying for the past couple months, CMLL is getting better and better all the time with their events and everything like that. Back in the day, I used to actually really not like them at all, but now I actually really do enjoy watching them because their events are just so good now. So CMLL held an event that was actually amazing. I watched it last night, which it was on last night. If you go to their website, for some reason, it says that this event takes place tonight. So so don't pay attention to that. It was actually last night that this event took place. But it was actually really great. If you missed out, go to their YouTube channel. I think it's on there as well. But anyway, Cavernio ended up taking on King Phoenix, which is Phoenix, also known as Ray Phoenix. This was definitely the matchup of the night. This was my pick for definitely the matchup of the night. It blew me away and will definitely go down in history as one of Phoenix's all-time greatest matchups. The back and forth of this matchup was unreal. The Lucha Libre moves were just crazy, and the high flying in this matchup was definitely out of this world for sure. Now, we did see Phoenix lose the first round. Cavino ended up winning the second and third round as well to win the overall matchup. Now, Phoenix, of course, at the end of the matchup, Phoenix was, of course, taken out on a stretcher. I thought it was definitely fake, all that type thing. You know, I was kind of laughable at it for a first second, but then they ended up announcing that he was actually injured during the matchup. He suffered from a rather bad groin injury. Now, No word on how actually severe this injury actually is. But this is definitely bad news for fans everywhere, because this means we probably won't see him in action for a number of months. My guess is probably 2 to 3 months at least. We probably won't see him in action. This means that he will be removed from the Lucha Capital tournament that he's involved in. Phoenix was also scheduled to defend the AAA Mega World Heavyweight Championship title this coming Sunday against Brian Cage. Now, that's obviously probably not going to happen, because like I said, Phoenix is probably going to be out for a few months, so I'm guessing one of 3 things is probably going to happen with that. I'm assuming that AAA will probably end up vacating the title, and they will of course be doing a Brian Cage versus someone else. Winner is the new champion. I'm guessing, depending on who they pick to be Cage's partner, it's probably going to see Cage as the Mega World title. I'm guessing just by the direction that AAA is currently been going through the past year. I'm assuming that it's going to be Cage for sure. Either that, or they're gonna skip the matchup altogether, put Brian Cage in a matchup against somebody else, non-title matchup, and then just see how Phoenix heals, because they don't defend their titles all the time. I mean, they might just let it coast and just let him keep the title. I'm actually very curious as to see how this plays out, but there's also the possibility that they might just strip him of his title and just hand it over to Cage, have him defend it, that whole thing. So I'm sure one of the 3 things are going to happen. I'm leaning probably towards them vacating the title and having Cage versus some other person for that title, but let's just get back on track with the CMLL. So another matchup that occurred during the CMLL event was Black Panther teamed up with Blue Panther Jr. and Fuego to take on the team of San Okamura and Universo 2000. And this matchup was definitely nothing amazing and nothing really to write home about, but it was still very good and had me on the edge of my seat for most of it. It was a good all-around all-around matchup, and seeing Blue Panthers team ended up pulling out the win, 2 falls to 1. It was actually a pretty decent matchup. Now we've seen Mystico teaming up with Belaudo Jr. and Caristico to take on Pentagon Jr., that whole thing, taking on Mephisto as well as Emprost. This matchup was definitely the shocking sleeper of the night. This was definitely nothing exciting and was a rather big letdown for me. Mystico's team ended up with the win, which kind of surprised me, but not really. I mean, the matchup was not really that good, and I found it to be a rather big sleeper. Now, the main event of the night ended up seeing Mascara 2000 teaming up with Barastro and Catraro to take on the Ultimo Guerrero, the team of the Guerreros, as well as Templaro. This matchup was actually really very good and definitely was my pickup for the second matchup of the night. Anytime you get these guys in the ring, it's definitely going to be a high flying, really great matchup. Now, if you haven't seen that matchup, I definitely suggest that you go check out that matchup. But anyway, guys, that's just going to be the video for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know it very much, and check you in the next video.